Hello, beauties. It's me, the Brenna, the makeup mommy. I'm back with another makeup tutorial. Today we're actually doing the full face. I already put on the moisturizer. Now I'm putting on my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer all over my face and rub it in good. All right, we're gonna leave it on for a minute. Now we're putting on the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. I'm using mine in soft beige. And again, I apologize for my voice today. Everybody's asleep, so I'm making my video while everybody's asleep. Seems to be the only time I can do it. All right, I'm using my e.l.f. Foundation buffing brush, and I'm just stippling that into my face and getting every nook and cranny covered. I like to start in the center of my face because that's where I need the most coverage, and work my way out. Go near the chin. Make sure everything's blended, not just to your face, but under your chin as well. Take a damp beauty blender and bounce the foundation, the product, into your face. Just a light bounce to get that product good and blended. That's what I'm trying to say. Now we have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I don't use a lot. I just do a couple dabs. I don't like to use more than I need because then I just tend to look cakey. Sometimes I'll use a foundation brush. Today I just used the damp beauty blender or beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it. All right, Can't Stop, Won't Stop NYX Setting Powder. Big fluffy brush. Just kind of, I used to bake. It just didn't work for me. It just made me very, very cakey, very dry. So I just like to use just enough to set that foundation. Going in with the eyebrows, which is my least favorite. Juvia's Place Gel Pot Brown Eyeliner is what I like to use. It's actually been a saving grace for my eyebrows. All right. Just carving out the shape that I want to make. I'm still learning on how to do the ombre effect on my eyebrows. I haven't really worked on that yet. Now I'm just using the side of the brush angled downwards to fill in the brows once I've traced out where I want the brows to be. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of a concealer brush, just a small concealer brush with a little bit of concealer on there to help clean up any bit of the brows that you might have messed up. A little bit goes a long way. Yeah, I know my eyebrows look very dark. I'm not sure, but I think I do brush them out. I'm not sure if I cut that out of here or not. Yeah, brush them out. Clean up those lines. Now we're going for the contour. I just got this contour brush from Wet n Wild. It was 98 cents. Awesome deal. The other one I was using was just so stiff that it picked up so much product and just stamped it right where I put it. So this one's a little bit fluffier. It's angled, smaller than my blush brush. And I seem to like it a lot better. Works a lot better for me. It gets the job done and goes where I want it to and doesn't apply way too much product. So I'm not stuck blending. The contour I'm using is actually just some brand. I'm not even remembering what it is. I want to say Clinique, but I could totally be wrong. I think it's actually L'Oreal, but again, I could be wrong. I actually just got a new one from e.l.f.'s contour palette. And right now I'm using the NYX contour stick in the shade Universal. Wonder Stick, that's what it's called. Just blend that in on my nose a little bit. Now, this is the only time that I use a cream product over a powder product. Would just be right there for the contour on my nose. Now going in with blush. This one, oh, bronzer, sorry, excuse me, I'm jumping ahead. I saw the blush brush. And this bronzer, I found it on sale for like $4. Total steal. It has a little bit of a sheen, but you can't really see it, which I like. I like a matte bronze. Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. Just another dab. Dab will do ya. It does tend to be a little sticky, but if you wait a minute, it dries down. So depending on what your shadows, tend to do, stick or blend easily, you can either wait or not. Now this is the new e.l.f. Pumpkin Pie palette. The mini palette, so cute. Perfect for fall. Going in with a brown shade, kind of just set a transition for the smoky base. As you can see, I didn't let the primer set for as long as I probably should have, so it was sticking a little bit. But that just means I had to put a little extra work into blending. But as you can see, I managed to work it out. Go to the next eye. Just keep it in circular motions. Put the pigment where you want the most color. And then blend out in windshield wiper motions. Alright, going in with the rustier orange shade. Just kind of add a gradient to the top. Now, this is going to separate you from just a basic smoky eye to, bam, wow, that's a glam smoky eye. Is having that faded gradient into a different color or into a lighter color. I really wanted this orange to pop through, so I went in heavy with it and just kept building it up until you could definitely see that rusty orange. And there you go, you see it peeking through. Add a little bit of a glitter glue to the lid. I heard that this actually helps the shimmer shadows on this palette stick better. Flat brush. Just a flat shader brush. Didn't get it wet or anything. Just putting it right on top of that glitter glue while it's still tacky. Going in with that next shimmer shade, it's kind of like a brown. I totally forgot to add the black to the smoky eye. I was looking at it like something isn't right. What am I missing? And it was the black. So I'm using, I believe it's the Saharan palette from Juvia's Place in the color Chad. And I'm using a flat crease brush to get the color on both sides of the brush and just focusing it there on the outer corner. That outer V. Just stamp that color on the outer V. You'll go back in with your blending brush, buff it out, keeping it mainly targeted in the outer V. But again, you want to go for that smoky look. So yes, you want to bring that shade out just a little bit. Bleed it into the other colors. What a difference that makes. Well, it's okay to clean up the shadows a little bit. I always like to have my beauty blender on hand or my foundation brush that has some leftover foundation from when I had just put it on to help clean up that. All right, we're going in, back with the glitter shimmer, that brown shimmer, going on top of that black that I had just put it back on. Touching up the orange shimmer. And snap, got the other one done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm using the ColourPop, I don't remember the color of it, Flower Child from the Sunflower collection in my inner corner. It's a Super Shock Shadow. And I'm putting that also on the top brow, on the brow bone. I only have one brow, so yeah, the brow bone, not the top brow. And on the other side, going in with the more gold color. Putting that on the waterline, under the waterline, lower lash line, that's what I'm trying to say, lower lash line. I did apply a little bit of glitter glue to the brush and then stamped on that shimmer to help that shimmer kind of stick. It is also a Super Shock Shadow, but just to make sure I had no fallout on my cheeks. Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliner, 99 cents. Put that right there directly in the waterline. It's my go-to. I love my black in the waterline. I've tried other colors. I've tried brown. I end up always going back over it with black. Be sure not to poke yourself. Oh, excuse me. It is my bedtime. Double Trouble Double Liner. I'm not even sure who makes this. I just found it at Marshall's and I thought that was a really cool concept to have a fat felt tip side and a thin, skinny felt tip side. And it really does work. It looks like a permanent marker. And the wing sticks like it's a permanent marker, but it goes on so well. Doesn't smell like a permanent marker. So that's a good sign. Alright, we're using the fine tip side to fill in the skinnier parts of the eyelid. I always struggle with trying to find like a comfortable position to rest my hand to do so. Going in for the wing. We're going to be able to do it. We're going to knock it out. Oh, bam. Pull it out. Pull it in. Fill in the blanks. I always wondered how they look, like beauty bloggers and beauty influencers make that look so easy. And practice, practice, practice. It really does make the difference. Use your fan. Dry out that liner so you don't transfer anything to your lid. And we're repeating the process. But I figured I'd keep this bit in since it's actually towards the camera. I apologize for the camera angle. I tried to zoom and move it around, but it was just camera placement, my mirror placement today. It was just not ideal. Again, I'm still learning. I'm still getting better at this YouTube thing. I finally have my ring light. I'm learning how to edit my videos. We're getting somewhere. Oh, Smashbox. I think it's not Smashbox. The Super Fan. Yeah, Smashbox Super Fan. That's what it was. Smashbox Super Fan mascara. I'm going in with the Profusion Blush 3 palette. Favorite new color of blush is this like orangey color that just, oh God, I don't know what it does. It just looks really good on my skin. And just buff a little bit of that on the nose, why not? And if you always get a little bit too much pigment, you can go in with your powder brush and just kind of buff that down. Do a little dance. get your highlighter. Today I chose Juvia's Place loose highlighter in the shade Nefertiti. It's very highly pigmented, so a very little bit goes a long way. It's got a very deep gold shift to it. We're just about done, ladies. Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. I generally like to do this before I highlight, but I forgot. Use a fan, speed up that drying process. Put on a little lipstick. I'm using, I didn't show you, I believe it's Maybelline's Liquid Lip Matte in the shade Driver. And that's it. That's our finished look. I'm so glad you watched with me today, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. I'll see you guys next time.